Hello again, everyone. We're back. And we are talking about maximizing our purpose in life. And we have Doug Wood here, the CEO and owner of U3 Enterprises, helping us to understand ourselves and others. Doug, let's talk about how you help that individual to learn about their purpose in life so they can find their great job, or they can maximize their business ownership, or be a great employee. Yeah.
Absolutely. We want to help people love every part of their life.
Yes.
And in order to love their job, they need to love their purpose in their job.
Right.
And in order to love that, they need to love themselves and know what they're about. And in order to love others, they need to know how they're made to love others and how to draw out of others the things that will help them discover themselves. So,
Right.
But it all starts with understanding your purpose and your design.
So it starts with us, of course. It always starts with us, because they even say we have everything we need. So if we have everything we need and that purpose is here, we have to discover it so we can really go on with it. Yes. And actually, Doug, I am trying to work with Doug here, and he has said things that are so true. Oh, Harold DeSanto. Hi, Harold. How are you? Thank you for your support. We'll talk about this more later. And Doug, okay. So we're focusing on the individual, how to get to know them and their purpose. And you were saying talking about these tests or
Assessments. Well,
Assessments.
first we have to understand that that there are billions and trillions of dollars that are spent in advertising trying to get people to know that they're not good enough without somebody else's product.
yes,
And lots of other people have a plan for your life, and they think
Yes.
they know who you are and what you're supposed to be.
that's right. Oh, that's really
And it
it's
applies
really
to
true.
it applies to our friends, our parents, our bosses. Everybody thinks they know, and so it's very confusing. And so what we do is we want to find out what is the true of the true about you that cuts through all the other things.
Yes.
And just focuses on what's true about you that's valid and that's reliable.
I like that.
Yep. So for instance, if you look at an eagle, and I lived in Idaho, and we used to watch the eagles fly over Lake Coeur d'Alene,
Oh, the eagles.
and they would just soar for hours. They would get up in the wind and they would soar for hours. They love to soar. Well, not only were they designed with a desire to soar, they also have a design that allows them to soar.
Yes.
And so their desire and their design fit.
Right.
And people are the same way. We have desires and interests, and we have a design that fits those interests, and we have values or things that are important to us that drive us to want to use those interests and those abilities to make a difference in the world.
Very interesting. Just like me, I always like to serve, because at a young age, I've been helping my family. I took care of my sister's kids, and I took care of my grandparents. So I'm a natural caretaker, I would say, and I have a desire to do that. So.
And you also have abilities to do that
Yes.
that allow you to do that, that fit that desire.
Yes,
So,
so yeah, that's why I got into the caregiving business, because I would like to start a business where I can help others too at the same time. It makes sense.
Yep. So
Perfectly.
we'll measure what somebody's interests are, what they want to do, and then we'll measure what their abilities are, how they're made to do it, and then we measure their values, why they feel like they must do it, and we
Yes.
put all three of those things together, and that forms a purpose.
That's the three.
That's the three, and that forms a purpose.
Wow.
And that purpose isn't just going up on a mountain and asking some questions. It's actually based in valid and reliable assessments in science that comes down to develop what that purpose is. So a person can really know, hey, this is me.
Yes.
And so
wow.
but once they know their purpose, then they need to know how are they designed to fulfill that purpose.
Right.
Because two people could have similar purposes, but they're very different people.
Right.
And
yes.
so then we measure other elements. We measure how people are made to work in projects, how people are made to work with each other,
Yes.
and even how an individual's brain functions differently than other
Oh.
people's brains,
Yeah.
and how many channels they process to make decisions, and so we take those and put those together, and when we put all that together, it gives a very unique picture of
Wow.
how a person can be really not only fulfilled but be successful.
Wow, that's so interesting. See, everything has a science to it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I got it all figured out with all the experiences that that happened in my life. But see, this really makes perfect sense. Then that's really wonderful, Doc. And so this is what you do, because I know a lot of people, again, they know what they want to do, but they do not know how to go about it, or they know how to do it, they just don't have the capacity to do whatever they want to do. So that's how you come in and do all this testing.
Yeah, we put things together so that they can be successful in doing what they desire to do.
Wow, that is so amazing.
And
Yeah.
sometimes people are doing what they're good at, but just because you're good at something doesn't mean that's what you're created to do.
I see. Yeah, I remember that story. Can you please share that story? Would you be able to share that story about the performer?
Oh, so there's lots of stories. When people, I'll take a story of
Tell us a
a young
story.
lady that she got a perfect score on the math segment of her SAT, and everybody told her how smart she was at math, and that she
yes.
should be an engineer or she should be something to do with numbers. And because everybody told her that, and she got a lot of affirmation, she was drawn to
Towards
that
that.
field, not
Yes.
because that's what she loved to do, but that because everybody told her she was good at it and she liked that feeling. What she found out, though, was that while she was good at that, if you asked her what her favorite classes were, math would have been like number 7 on the list.
Really?
Really? So what she found out was she had an ability to do math, but that ability wasn't so that she could do engineering all day. It actually, what she really wanted to do was to help people become she's actually becoming a medical doctor in third world countries.
I see. That's so
she
awesome.
has she has to develop like business components of it, and she
Yes.
has all these capacities for math that are involved in that, but it's just a supplemental skill that helps her do what she really wants to do and what she loves to
see.
do. But if she would have ended up, a lot of people become doctors and lawyers and different things, and they do it for a while, and they find out, I'm good at it, but I don't like it.
But maybe later in life they change their careers. They change. Oh, that's why people change their careers too, even
Yep.
towards the end of their life. I see. So now again, to recap that, we don't necessarily become what we really want to. Sometimes we become what we become according to other people's ideas, not even ours. And then later in life, we realize our real passion is. That's when we start and go to that one. So now your job is to help someone early on, so they can maximize their purpose in
Yep.
life early on in their life. So because if you do what you love, it doesn't even feel like a job, right?
Right? Exactly.
Yes. So
When you love what you do, you love life and you love the people around them, and you can help them love themselves.
right.
So it's
So that's what I was telling too. I work in the financial industry, but now I love to talk more and share good messages and inspire people. So now I'm thinking maybe I should try media. That's why I'm here now. So yeah, that is so awesome.
So we measure the parts of a person that don't change. So a lot of our clients are like parents that want their college students to not change majors 5 times.
Yes.
So we're able to help them learn what they really love to do, so that
Yeah,
they can
early
get on
on.
a track earlier
Yes.
on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because sometimes you go to college and you take courses that are available, but they're not really your passion. So it's like you're wasting time then.
Another thing
Yeah.
that happens is sometimes people have a desire, they want to go into a certain field, so they get a mentor or they take classes, and so their mentor says, this is how you can be successful in that field. Well, for that might have been how that mentor was successful, but it might not have been how that person
Should
would be
have,
successful.
yes,
So
yes.
even though they want to go in that direction, it's important to go in the direction according to how you're designed, not according to how somebody else is designed.
Right.
That's where fulfillment comes.
That's right, because everybody is designed differently, and everybody's purpose is unique in themselves. So that is so wonderful. So I think we're almost done with this segment, and the other segments the next one we're going to look at how the family. We did the individual, right? Now we're going to do how we relate to other people by our design and our purpose, and then the last one will be about how we maximize how we be most productive through our designs, being a community person or being in the corporate world. Yes. Thank you so much again, Doc. And people out there, thank you for being with us again. Stay on. Wait for the next segment. We are going to talk more about how your passion, your design will fit within your family. Everybody wants to be in sync with their family, right? Everybody wants to get along. So we want to hear about this again. Thank you, and see you in the next segment. Ciao, Bellas.
Are you at a crossroads in your life? Sick of your unfulfilling and stressful job? Wouldn't you rather have fun,